Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's reviews, which marks the end of the summer movie season. However, films are released all year round, and today's two films are very different. First is the horror film Don't Breathe, where a group of burglars get more than they bargained for when they try to rob a blind man's house.
At least 4 blocks around, houses aren't occupied. No people means no 501 patrol. It's gonna be a piece of cake. Guy's a shut-in hasn't left his house in like 5 days. I say we do it within the house. We'll get a chloro bomb.
Oh, Jesus!
Get up and home, Doc! Yeah, that's our guy.
This is the kind of horror film I like. The one that uses tension rather than jump scares to frighten the audience. There's one jump scare early on that made me think the filmmakers would use such tactics for the rest of the film, but it's thankfully the only one. Through a lot of it, director Fede Alvarez uses sound magnificently. There's actually not that much dialogue in Don't Breathe, as the characters try to breathe as quietly as possible so they're not caught. The way it plays with our sympathies is also well done, as our alliances shift throughout the story. The cinematography is fantastic. It's difficult to film scenes mostly in the dark, but this film does it just right. The movie continues to build and build as it jumps between the participants, and the twists are effectively creepy and unpredictable. Try and see this film knowing as little as possible, because where it goes certainly shocked me, even grossed me out at times. The performances also deserve praising. Jane Levy and Dylan Minnette are great as the burglars, going for very subtle performances. In the meantime, Stephen Lang as the blind man they're robbing also manages to convey a lot of his facial reactions and body movement. Don't Breathe succeeds in being suspenseful and certainly claustrophobic. If you feel like getting freaked out, I definitely recommend this flick. Next is something a lot sweeter and romantic. Southside with You, the story of Barack and Michelle Obama's first date.
Well, Michelle, thank you for saying that. You seem like a real sweet girl, but I have to correct you. We are in fact out, and we are in fact together.
But not on a date. This is not a date.
It doesn't have to be.
Barack, I don't want it to be.
You know, usually women I meet are willing to look past my hideous appearance and get to know the real me.
If I thought you were hideous, I wouldn't have set you up with Gina. Gina's very attractive.
Now that's true. Gina is very attractive.
This is not a date.
For a film like this, it would have been very easy to be obvious and constantly winking towards the camera. However, director-writer Richard Tan recognizes that we already know who the American President and First Lady are, and merely portrays this as a day in their life in 1989. There are no in-jokey moments about what these two will do in the future. It's just Barack and Michelle going to a number of places on their date and talking about a variety of topics, ranging from their taste in music to what it's like for them as African Americans living in Chicago and working at a predominantly white law firm. Parker Sawyers does not go for an imitation of Barack Obama, merely showing his charm and penchant for giving rousing speeches. Tika Sumpter is also excellent as Michelle Robinson. I bought into these two being younger versions of the people we know today. It's a conversation piece, and one that works in allowing us to get to know these two. I imagine we'll get the big Hollywood biopic on Barack Obama's life and presidency. However, this is a nice and sweet little film that deserves to be given a look. Thanks for watching this week's reviews, and I'll see you next time.